Hello, my name is Julie. Welcome to my channel. You're watching Treasures Made from Yarn. And in this video, I'm going to take out a little bit more. We're going to make the shell hat. Now, this hat features a chainless double crochet foundation row. If you need to know how to do this, I have a video. You can check out that video tutorial on how to do that. Matter of fact, I had shown in that video I started with this yarn. So let's get started on making this hat. So I'm using a size J hook. Oh, I have two hooks over here. I just need one. This is a J hook. I'm going to use three different colors. I have this almost neon green. Some neon yellow. Yeah, this is from Temu, but you can use any size 4 acrylic yarn. Actually, this is almost a size 3. Yeah, it's acrylic yarn. And I think this was left over from a Caron cake. It's in purple. I think purple, the darker purple, will help not make these so bright or bring it out some more. So, as I says, we are starting with a foundation row. I think my plan is to make 60, but it has to be big enough to fit your head. So we're fitting an adult hat. Must needs to be brown, maybe 21 inches or so, or when you fold it in half, it'll be about 10 inches. So right now I have about like 53 stitches, but we'll make a quick reminder on how we did the foundation double crochet row. I'm going to bring it in a little closer. We started out by we did a chain 3, and then we did our first double crochet in the last chain. And for all the remaining chains, if we look at our double crochet here, the last one we did, we're going into these two loops right here. So yarn over like we're doing a foundation chain, and pick up 2 loops, and we do our double crochet like normal. Now if you don't want to do this foundation chain, you could make a chain about 60 and do double crochet. Start out with some double crochets, and that just make sure you're starting your foundation row or chain is dividable by 6. And you want to make it long enough to fit your head. So I think that was 54, so I'm going to do 6 more and count how many I have, because I already lost count. Okay, I know we're just so slowly. If you want, we're making double crochet foundation, double crochet foundation row. Right, I'm gonna count how many of these I have right now. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 59. I need one more. Alright, so that should be 60. I'm going to see. Actually, I might use my other hat as a guide. Now, this hat is a little tight on me. can see that. So it's a little, see, this hat already is a little tight on me, so. And I think my yarn I'm using is almost a 3, so I am going to do probably another, shoot, I'm probably going to do another 12 stitches, and then we're going to get started. This should be big enough. All right. I'm going to do 12 more, then I'll be right back. Okay, we are measuring out here what we got. I got to fold it in half. And yeah, about 10. Fold it in half. It looks like it'll be about 10 inches, so that should work. Plus, I like my hats a little. All right. All right, we're going to go with that. So our phone, we want to make sure we have a number dividable by 6 for our shell. Now we are going to, okay, this little chain that we had here in the beginning doesn't count, so we're going to join with our first double crochet. And I'm going to actually change colors, and I'm going to start out, I'm going to bring it a little closer here. Actually, I'm going to start with some purple here. Now, this tail here, we're going to use later on to attach it to the base of the last double crochet to join, but that will be toward the end. What I'm going to do with the new color here is slip stitch into our new color. There we are, and we're going to chain. We're going to chain 1 to start. Okay, I'll make sure we're not twisted here, because that would be not cool if I twisted you. We're going to do our basic shell pattern. So we're going to start with a single crochet. No, okay, never mind. I was going to say if it'd be helpful we could join that right away, but we'll come back to that. All right, I digress. So we start out with a single crochet in the first stitch, skip 2 stitches, and do 5 double crochets in the next stitch. And this is our basic shell pattern. We're going to skip 2 stitches and single crochet in the next stitch, skip 2, we're going to skip 2 stitches and 5 double crochets in the next stitch, and we're going to repeat this around until we get to the end. At the end of the row, you should end with 5 double crochets or a shell and have two stitches left, which we do. And if you don't, well, then just kind of fudge it. All right, so the next part, all right, it might be is kind of cool or a little different, but now I'm going to introduce a third color. You do not have to introduce a third color. You can go back to your first color or keep it all one color and not change colors, but we're going to change to another color. I'm going to introduce our yellow. So we're going to join, we're going to slip stitch, or we're going to slip into our first single crochet and draw a loop in our new color. And then we are going to chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to go back. We're going to work our way back and do a single crochet in the third double crochet from the shell we just finished to complete our row. So we're going to move back and do a single crochet in that chain stitch. And when we do our single crochet, our other two colors are purple. Make sure our purple and the green, we're still working with the green. We're bringing our two working stitches back. So they're next to that. When we come back and change time to change colors, our yarns are nearby. So now we did, I know it might be kind of hard to see, but that is a single crochet right there. We have a single crochet. And the next cool thing about this is that this chain 5 we just did counts as our double crochet. And then we're going to do 4 more double crochets into that single crochet. So we'll do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's see, there we have it. We did our single crochet back here. That chain 5 we did to move back counts as a double crochet, and then we have our shell like that. Okay, so now and that's this pretty much, this row is our repeat row. We're going to skip 2 double crochets and single crochet on top of the third double crochet. We're going to skip 2 double crochets and do 5 double crochets into that single crochet. Oh. 4. Going to skip 2 double crochet, single crochet in that third double crochet of that shell, skip 2 double crochets of that shell and make a shell or 5 double crochets, single crochet. So I'm going to repeat this around until we get back to the beginning, or until we finish up this row. 3, alright, so we are back at the beginning of the row, and I'm going to pick up our green color. So we are going to insert our hook in our single crochet we started the row with, and we're going to pick up, I have green here, so I'm going to pick up the green, chain 5, then we're going to work our way back and find the third double crochet and do a single crochet, again making sure that the 2 colors that we are not using is moved up, so which would be the purple and the yellow we just finished. Just kind of make sure that they're back or close to that, back behind where we're going to do our single crochet. And there's our yellow and our purple that we're going to carry up. Oop. And do our double crochet, and these other 2 yarns we're not using is back here. And again, the chain 5 we did counts as our first double crochet of our cluster, and we're just going to do 4 more double crochets into this single crochet, which was the beginning of the last round. So 1, so we count 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do 1 more. Yeah, we're just going to proceed like before. And actually, you're probably going to keep doing that. We just did until the piece measures about, I want to say about 6 inches tall, 5 to 6. I want to go closer to 5 to closer to 6, maybe about 5.5, 6 inches. And I think doing a 3-color repeat. So far, if we were to, from shell to shell, is almost 2 inches. So I'm probably 3 colors. So if I want 6, so we're going to try repeating our color pattern. Purple, yellow, green 2 more times, and we'll see what it measures. And I might want to end the last row. Well, it doesn't have to be, or the last row being probably the yellow one or the green one. So yeah, I'm going to repeat these color combination. I'm going to finish up the yellow, green, and then do the color combination 2 more times after that, and we'll see what our hat measures. Okay, I have got the hat as tall as I want it. Here, let me bring you back down a little bit. Alright, so it's about 5.5, almost 6 inches here. And I think at this point we're going to start decreasing. And the thing with the decreasing, we're just pretty much going to reducing, try to get rid of the shells. So for each round, our shell size, instead of being 5 double crochets, will go down to 4 and then 3, 2, and before we have none. So, and I'm going to finish off the top of the hat with just 1 color. So I'm going to cut off the yellow and the purple. And just finish this all up in the green. Alright, I'll bring you back in. Alright, so like I said, we're going to reduce the shell size. So I've already, at the beginning of the round, I already did my chain 5, did a double crochet, and now we're just going to do 3 more double crochets. And then we're going to single crochet in the middle of the shell, or in the 3rd double crochet, and only do 4 double crochets in the single crochet. So I'm going to repeat this around, and I will be back the next round. Alright, we are back at the beginning of a round. Slip stitch with the first single crochet. We're going to chain 5 again. Now as we get into color, as the shell gets smaller and smaller, we might not need to chain as many to start with, but being that we had the even amount of double crochets, now we're going to do a single crochet in between the 2nd and the 3rd double crochet of our chain 4 group, and we do a single crochet. Now we're going to keep decreasing our shell size, so we're only going to do 3 double crochets. 3, and then again, because we got to even them out, we're going to single crochet between the second and third double crochets, and chain, and 3 double crochets in the single crochet here, and we are going to repeat that around. And in between, it's for a second, and then between the second and the third. All right. Okay, I will get back with you at the end of this round. All right, we are back. So we're gonna again slip stitch with our first single crochet. Like this, our shell's getting pretty small, so we don't have to chain as many. We're going to chain 4. Then do a single crochet in the middle, or in the second double crochet of our group, and then we just need to do 2. Actually, we just need to do 1 more. We'll do 1 more single crochet. We're in double crochet, I mean. And then 1 single crochet in the second or middle of our chain 3 group. Then we're just going to do 2 double crochets in our single crochet here. Then we're just going to repeat that around. Alright, we are at the end of our round here, and we slip stitch with the first. Well, we probably only need to chain 3 at this point. Because we had an even amount, as it was only 2, we are going to do a double crochet between the 2 double crochets. And down to 1, and being that our beginning chains was counted as a 1, we just going to skip that, and we do it, and then you gotta find, that was our chain from the beginning around, so between the beginning chain and the double crochet, we do another single crochet, do 1 double crochet in the single crochet, 1 single crochet between the 2 double crochets, and 1 single crochet in, or 1 double crochet in the single crochet. So we're just going to repeat that around. So we're finishing up the round. We're going to slip stitch, single crochet, or chain 1. So what we're going to do is do a single crochet in all the double ones. So that chain 3 that we had counted as 1, and if we have a hard time like I am seeing that, we're just going to do a double crochet, single crochet in our beginning single crochet, and just do another single crochet in the next double crochet. So yeah, that's all we're doing, is single crocheting in all the double crochets. So obviously we will skip single crochet and single crochet in the double crochet around. In other words, we're pretty much just skipping a stitch. And single crochet in the next. Or skip a single crochet and single crochet in the double crochet. So yeah, we're just doing a double crochet, a single crochet in all the double crochets. Skipping over the single crochet. Yep, we are pretty much back beginning, and we got like a little of a hole left, and you can just decrease that by just doing a couple double crochet 2 together. Probably one more round of that. And how many you got here depending on how big your starting foundation chain was in the beginning, because I think I had to do 72. So you just like decrease these until it looks like our hole is small enough, which I think my hole, we'll do one more and I think my hole will be small enough to sew it up. I'm just going to do a slip stitch in the next stitch, and then I'm going to just close up my hole. One moment, I dropped my scissors. Way over there. Yeah, we're gonna sew in. I'm gonna just sew in our ends here. Alright, oh, I forgot we were at, if you remember at the beginning, we need to sew up to kind of join our beginning tail here. I think how we're going to do that is, alright, okay, I already did that through the back of that loop. I'm just going to find the back loop. Sew in the back loop. Do the back loop. It should make it. They're going to make sure this is well secure. Okay. So this was the inside. So obviously we were carrying the extra color because we were dealing with 3 colors. If you're dealing with 2 colors, you might not see much of that, but here, we're going to take you back out. There we are, a little bit. Yeah, I don't think you'll find where the seam is on that. So yeah, this is it. That's our hat. Now, if you didn't want to do the chainless double crochet foundation, you could make a brim of like doing 5 single crochets going back and forth, working in the back loops. You know, that's when you make a chain the brim you want it, the size you want your brim, maybe about 5 or 6. Just go back and forth in some single crochets. You know, 5 and then, oh. This is where you make a brim, you work in the back loops. I'm probably using the wrong color for this. Just work in the back loops. Go back and forth, work in the back loops, and then you have a brim, and then you just work, you make that like, you hopefully maybe try to get it around 60, but you make that till it's about 20 some inches. I'll make sure you did, and then you just start the shell pattern, or you can probably do do single crochets along the brim, as long as the number divisible by 6, and then just start the shell pattern. You can do that instead of maybe starting the chainless foundation, but the chainless foundation does give it a little more stretch and give than if you had just started out with like 60 or 72 chains in this case. But yeah, I gave it a little more stretch for the hat. So there you are. Yeah, and I think I like, you know, usually we're doing shell in the round. I did like going back, doing the chain 3 or 5 in this case, going back and doing single crochet, and then have that chain count as a stitch, and then you almost, I like how that did. I like how that worked out. So yeah, hopefully let me know in the comments if you like this hat too. And if you did like it, please give this video a like. See more content like this, please subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you always for watching. And I will see you in my next video. Bye now.